$9.39. That's what I spent to generate over 200 on-brand images for our membership community. And I've done this for thousands of images since then. Everyone matched our brand, imagery, colors, the full look. No designer involved, and we didn't even open Canva once. Most people think there's no way to create branded images consistently with AI image generation. You type a prompt, you get something generic, or your logo distorts, and you assume that that's what the tool does. But there are 3 lessons that I've learned that will make your AI-generated images go from average to awesome, and most people never discover what's past lesson number 1. Lesson number 1 is the reference image prompt. You upload a branded image, you tell the AI what to preserve, and you get something that looks like your brand. Now, if you just need one image tonight, start here. Lesson 2 is about the Gemini watermark problem. The free and the Google Workspace tiers of Gemini stamp everything, and most people think that they have to edit it out in Photoshop or Canva or some editing tool for images. You don't have to do that. It's about a 7-cent API call, and I'll walk you through that as well. Lesson 3 is where that $9.39 number comes from. One voice prompt hitting 4 AI systems at the same time. 10 images in about 2 minutes. Each lesson builds on the last. By the end, you'll know exactly which lesson fits your situation. I'm Jeff Sauer, 20 plus years in digital marketing. I ran an agency for most of that time, sold it, and now I teach full time. These images that I'm showing you today, they're already being run inside of our MeasureU Academy. Every course, every lesson has its own custom thumbnail. All on brand, all AI generated. Now this is production work inside our actual business. And if you build agencies or run your own marketing, hit subscribe. I put up videos like this every single week. Before we get into the 3 lessons learned, I run ChatGPT and Gemini side by side. I gave them the exact same prompt and the exact same reference image. What came back was different, and the difference was actually sort of obvious. I'll show you which one won and why it might change which tool you end up reaching for. Lesson number 1, the reference image prompt. Most people open AI and start with a blank text box. They describe what they want, colors, style, the general vibe, and they get something generic back. How do you get AI to match the brand you already have? The colors in your site, the colors in your slide decks, the thumbnails you've already built. Now this is where the reference image prompt changes things. You upload one of your existing branded images. Then you give the AI a specific instruction about what to do with it. The prompt that we've been using, and you can write this down if you want to, it comes from Manisha, one of our MeasureU team members and coaches. It says, use the uploaded image as a visual reference and preserve its overall brand identity, layout, logic, and aesthetic. That one sentence does a lot of work. The AI read what makes the image feel like your brand, the structure, the color story, the visual logic, and it carries that into whatever you're creating next. Then you describe the new thing that you want on top of that. A thumbnail for a different topic, a course graphic, an infographic, whatever it is gets built around your existing brand feel. Now, I ran this exact prompt on 2 tools at the same time. Same reference image, same instruction. ChatGPT on one side, Gemini on the other. And ChatGPT won, and it wasn't actually very close. The fonts landed right with ChatGPT, brand elements stayed in place, and Gemini's output had the font slightly off enough to notice when you're publishing. And here's my take right now, ChatGPT images are better right now than Gemini, even in Nano Banana 2. That might shift, of course, these tools move very fast, but that's what the actual head-to-head showed me. Even though I used Gemini to generate over 1,000 images, ChatGPT is even better for our needs right now. If you need one image tonight, a thumbnail, something that has to match your brand, start here. The ChatGPT free plan gives you about 5 generations a day, and that handles most needs. Upload your reference image, paste that prompt that we're using, and describe what you want to create. But here's something that's going to happen if you try this in Gemini. You'll see a watermark sitting on every image that comes back. Now, most people either spend time editing out in Canva, or they switch to ChatGPT images instead, or they just run the image as is. Lesson 2 is a more scalable fix, and it does cost about 7 cents per image if you want to use this lesson. Gemini puts a watermark on every image from the free and the Google Workspace tier. Bottom right corner, every single time. Here's what happened to me with that watermarked image because I want you to avoid this happening to you. So I was generating batches of images using references that I uploaded to Gemini. So using Gemini created images, and the watermark kept on showing up on every single output. I had already switched to the API, I was paying per image, and I still couldn't figure out what was going on. It was still there, this watermark. So I kept on regenerating, same result every time. So I went back and I looked at the reference image, and of course, the output that I had saved and uploaded as my brand reference, it had the watermark from Gemini baked right into it. So the AI was doing exactly what I told it to do. I uploaded a source image previously, and it was using the one with, as you can see, this watermark in there, and I was wondering why the watermark wasn't going away. Well, that was burned into that reference image, and they thought that that's what I wanted, and they were doing that over and over again. That watermark was part of my reference image, and the AI read it as part of my brand identity and faithfully reproduced it over and over. So before you use any saved image for a reference, look at it first. Make sure you're working from a clean source, because that mistake cost me an entire hour. Now here's the better fix. The interface that you want to use to generate things in bulk with Gemini is Google AI Studio. This is where you access Gemini through the API instead of with the free chat tier or the Google Workspace tier. It looks more like a developer dashboard than a chat window, but you're not writing any code here. You set up your prompt, upload your reference image, and choose your model. And the model that I used was the paid Nano Banana 2 model. Yes, that name is ridiculous, I know, but it costs about 7 cents per image, and every image that comes back is completely clean. Now, quick pause. Which lessons are you learning the most from here? 1, 2, or 3? Drop your answer in the comments below. I actually read these, and it helps me know what to build next. The reason the images are so clean is because you're on a paid tier now. You're calling the model directly through the API instead of running the free generation tool. And that one switch is the whole fix. And the economics are pretty hard to argue with. I generated over 200 images for the MeasureU Academy in one billing cycle for $9.39. And I've scaled this approach to thousands of images across the full academy. Thousands of images, about $50 total. Every course, every lesson, its own custom thumbnail, all matched to our brand standard, all completely clean. Now, if you're producing images on a regular schedule for YouTube videos, a blog, or any project that needs a consistent visual brand output, this is the setup that makes it sustainable. And once you've got the API running, Lesson 3 takes the same foundation and turns it into a batch machine. So you've got the reference image prompt working, you've got the API running, and your images are coming back clean. Now the question is, what if you need 100 of these or 1,000? Now here's how I actually prompt it to work. First of all, 90% of the time when I'm prompting, I'm using voice, especially when it's marketing work, because when I talk through a prompt, it comes out sounding like me. The energy is different. The specificity is different. What I'm going to show you right now is one voice prompt hitting 4 different systems simultaneously. Circle, ClickUp, the Gemini API, and the ChatGPT API all running at the same time. This is in the Claude desktop app. So watch what I actually do here. What I would like to do is to create new images for the month of July and August as a demonstration to our MeasureU Pro members of how to create bulk images using both the latest version of Gemini Flash 3.1 as well as the version of ChatGPT's image model. I want to create, let's just say 10 sample images. You can put whatever text you want in there, or you can find out what they're called and ClickUp if they do have a name to them. But I want you to create 5 images for the month of July and August based on what's already in our event calendar. So if you look at our event calendar in Circle, you can see there's things like Claude 101, Claude 201, there's the Measure Mastermind, there is the skills that Manisha is releasing, and there's things like our quick tips. So there's a bunch of different things that are out there. And what I want you to do is to create an example of each of those things using the images that are already in Circle as the reference image. Now this is really important that we're using the reference image. And I want both of these things done using the API from those respective tools. So can you go ahead and either generate the images or come back to me with whatever questions you have. I'm not writing code, I'm describing what I want out loud. The images I need, the brand reference, the batch size, and Claude Code takes that description and coordinates the 4 systems to go out there and build it. And my images came back in about 2 minutes. Every one matched the brand reference from lesson 1. Every one came back clean, no watermark, API all the way through. I also need to be honest about something here. That 2 minutes is the running time once everything is set up. Getting the batch right the first time, writing the base prompt, testing the reference, getting Claude Code, talking to all 4 systems cleanly, that took way longer. You'll probably spend more time than you think on that part, or maybe more on your first attempt. But here's why that time is worth spending. Once it's right, you run it again and again. So for example, we push images out to the MeasureU Academy every single week. The same batch setup runs every single time. I build it once and now it's a machine. That's where the thousands of images came from and where you can really get pretty far without spending a lot of money. Because remember, how much is it going to cost you in time spent to generate 1,000 images versus it cost me about $50? Every course inside the MeasureU Academy has its own custom thumbnail. Every lesson inside every course has its own image, all on brand, all generated through the API. Now, a designer would have charged me tens of thousands of dollars for that scope, and the images would have taken months to produce. The other thing this setup does, and this matters if you're running an agency, is that you can build this for clients. The voice prompt stays the same. The brand reference is what changes. So you swap in the client's reference image and the batch runs with their brand identity instead of yours. Same workflow, different brand, works every single time. So that's the 3 lessons that I've learned with AI image generation. Reference image prompt is lesson number 1. Clean API output is lesson number 2. And batch generation at scale is lesson 3. Now here's how to figure out where you are. If you need one image tonight, go to ChatGPT, upload a reference image, and paste that prompt from your screen that Manisha created for us. And you can do that in the next 5 minutes. If you're creating images every week and you want a clean output from Gemini, then I would recommend using Google AI Studio. It's under 7 cents per image, no watermark, and it works at scale. Now, if you're doing this at volume for your business or your clients or for a platform with hundreds of pages, that's where Claude Code and the batch workflow earn their setup time. You don't have to do all 3 tonight. Start with lesson 1 and build from there. And one more thing, lesson 3 runs on Claude, and Claude connects to your marketing tools through something called an MCP. If you've been hearing that term and you're not sure what it means for somebody running a marketing business, I made a video on that one too. There are over 10,000 MCPs right now, and most of the content about them is written for developers. That video maps the ones that actually matter for marketers. That's the one to watch next. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.